have to work towards in terms of meeting. Then looking at the growth, there's modeling that is done to actually project future growth. But in this case, Zesa is actually holding applications of new power that is required in the next 3 years to the tune of 2,500 megawatts. As you are all aware, currently Zesa has got a maximum demand of 1,700 megawatts. So what this means is that in the next 3 years, we have to create capacity which is bigger than what currently Zesa is supplying at the moment. So what that means is that we have to look at the whole value chain. From the supply side, we have to look at the transmission distribution system, and we have to look at the customer connections and be in a position to meet those needs within the next 3 years. So we have been proactive. We have been scouting for funding, and we are very close to closing a deal that will take care of, firstly, the 305,000 customers who have applied for connection, and we will be able to meet that challenge. And with respect to the supply side, you may be aware of Wange 7 and 8. Machine number 7 should be coming online in November this year, and number 8 April next year. So that will bring online an additional 600 megawatts. In addition to that, we are also talking to the region, not just for existing power, but we are participating in the development of those new power sources that are efficient in terms of production, that will bring power at lower cost to Zimbabwe. So we're looking at our own internal generation, and we are looking at collaborating with our neighbors, particularly in Mozambique and in Zambia. There are massive hydro resources which can generate at lower than some of our sources here. So those are the things that we are doing. And with respect to ZENT, you will have an opportunity to see the work they're doing in terms of the transformer manufacturing. They have constraints at the moment, which we are working towards. I think the chairman mentioned that we must not mourn, but we must actually look for solutions. And I can guarantee you, members of parliament, that we are doing exactly that. With respect to their limitations, but they've got a backlog of over 1,000 transformers that ZETDC would like to install. And there's also a backlog coming from RIA of 1,000 plus transformers. So we're talking of over 2,000 transformers. You are all aware of the vandalism that is drawing us back, but we are happy that I think as members of parliament, you have taken part in making sure that the laws are strong with respect to punishing those that are carrying out vandalism. That will, I think, move quite some way as a deterrent. But as Zesa, we are also taking additional measures with our loss control, working with other state security agents and the customers in terms of curbing this vandalism. So that's basically an overview of our situation, and you will see some more of what is happening. And I was going to give you a brief on the other areas that we are looking at. As you go around, you will see the infrastructure that we've got, and you will see that it's underutilized. So we are looking at other areas given the demand that is coming through. We will be manufacturing transmission towers, those huge pylons that you see when you're driving around. We will need massive investments in transmission systems, and ZENT will be able to manufacture the angles, galvanize them, and do the installation on site. Right now, most of those things are being imported, but members are aware that there's a steel factory that's starting up in the Midlands, and we are going to make use of that steel in terms of manufacturing requirements for the supply industry. The country is targeting total electrification by 2030. So we're saying those in the cities, those in the rural areas should have electricity. And it's very possible. We are working on strategies to make that possible. And ZENT will be assembling solar panels, which will supply the rural areas as well as the cities. You know that if you've got solar at your house, you can also feed back to the grid and supplement the demand coming from the large power stations. So those are some of the issues that we are looking at. So I would like to once again welcome you